News, my lovely, wonderful people. He will set Nigeria on fire. Police asked to arrest Femi Fani-Kayode within 48 hours for inciting comments. Femi Fani-Kayode has made a bold statement saying if Tinubu is not inaugurated, he will set the country on fire. Now they call for his arrest. Femi Fani-Kayode is doing this to get an appointment. He's doing this for his own self, because why would you say such? Anyway, my lovely, wonderful people, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. He will set Nigeria on fire. Police asked to arrest Femi Fani-Kayode within 48 hours of incitement comment. A group called Save Nigeria Democratic Movement on Thursday called on the Inspector General of Police, Akali Baba Usman, to arrest the former Minister of Aviation and Director of New Media of the All Progressive Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council, Femi Fani-Kayode, within 48 hours over his recent inciting comments. Femi Fani-Kayode, in a release on Saturday, warned that the country would be made ungovernable if supporters of presidential candidates of the People Democratic Party of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Labour Party Peter Obi did not stop their protests against the result of the 2023 election. He had said, "Let this serve as a timely warning. We cannot be punching bags for the opposition forever, and soon we will react. Trust me when I tell you that if there is any foul play in this matter or any conspiracy to thwart the people's will, we will make this nation ungovernable." And I'm not joking. Reacting, the group pointed out that Femi Fani-Kayode ethnic profiling and inciting statements fueled unprecedented violence against non-Yoruba voters in Lagos State at the just concluded governorship election. At the press conference jointly addressed by his presidential candidate Danjuma Garuba and Secretary Olubukola Peters condemned the recent threat made to the country by Femi Fani-Kayode should the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu for any reason not be sworn in. They call on the relevant security agencies to tempt Femi Fani-Kayode before he unleash mayhem and cause chaos in the country. The group said the Save Nigerian Democratic Movement is disturbed by the recent inciting comments by the former Aviation Minister and Director, APC Presidential Campaign Council, Femi Fani-Kayode. Recently, the media had been washed with reports of Femi Fani-Kayode inciting statements across the country. We cannot continue to ignore his excesses as they pose a grave danger to the democracy of our unity and security of this country. Recall that his ethnic profiling and inciting statement fueled the unprecedented violence against non-Yorubas in Lagos State in the just concluded governorship polls. We find totally unacceptable his recent threat to make the country ungovernable should Bola Ahmed Tinubu not be sworn in. This is a threat against the nation's peace and security and should not be ignored by all relevant security agencies. Already, he has started the misguided outbursts he had attributed to the attention of the international community. The British envoy addressed him and pointed out the danger of his inciting comments. However, instead of retracting his statement, he went on wide against the envoy and with derogatory remarks and unfit for anyone who is a statesman. Femi Fani-Kayode is uninformed of his attitude and on political behavior misadvantage which is causing not just to himself but the entire country. He has never contested, won or lost an election. He is particularly he is attached to the winning side. That is how he rose. He does not have any affinity for how elections are done, and so he wants to make sure he does everything humanly speaking possible to frustrate the very said election which is ongoing now, as Nigerians are counting and saying that there is need for every single one to pay attention to the real deal and ensure that caution is not thrown to the wind. Nigerians must continue to pray and ensure that the right things are done. The country needs an urgent help to get out of the hands of those who wants to perpetrate and continue to cause all forms of violence and take us back in the reality of what we should be as a nation. Nigerians must take this seriously and must not joke with it. This is very important. We call on all relevant security agencies to pick up Femi Fani-Kayode to avoid any form of mayhem being done to this nation as a result of his threat. Well, that is our brothers. They've come out to say Femi Fani-Kayode wants to cause trouble, and that the nation, everybody should look at it and ensure that this man is arrested immediately, because the way I wish Femi Fani-Kayode is going, if it's not controlled, this man may take yards and make it yardstick and begin to do what he does. This guy is very, very, he is not cautious about what he's saying. He said, if for any reason, even if it's the judiciary that comes up to say, Shiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu was wrongly declared, then the country will be ungovernable. They will do this, they will do that. So there is all kinds of threat being issued, and the truth of the matter is none of us should sit back there and be quiet and think that everything is all right. No, all is not well. If something needs to be done, if we need to ensure that this same thing is not happening again, then we must do it. Nobody should allow the same thing to hold us down. There is need, and really serious urgent need, for every single person to begin to ensure that we do what is right and needed for us. Okay, so we should not allow the same people over and over again, to continue to do whatever they are doing. Whatever they are doing right now, that is not going down well with us. Okay, we should not allow it to continue, because if we do, we'll be the ones at the receiving end, and we don't want that, do we? We don't. Bye for now.